Hello, my viewers, hello. I'm gonna got today a new keyboard. No, actually my case. I don't know actually what it is. So let's watch it. I think I just need to cut it out like this something. I think don't focusing is not good. I need to add some music. Guys, I forgot.
Herzlich willkommen bei Prüfungs...
So, now how to open it? I think like that. Fuck. No. So this box come. Look, guys, look it. You see it? This is how the box come. Okay, moment. Oh. So I got cable. Look this. I'm gonna show you. There's the cable. Actually in. Here, cable. Steps. And oh, that's a PCB. So it's a PCB. Oh, I turned it off somehow. Oh man, no, I should again turn it on. I'm gonna do foam from this keyboard actually. And so count the plate from this keyboard. So, and here's the cable. You see, guys? And I got switch puller, but the switch puller is actually bad, so I don't recommend. So I'm gonna take it away and take this foam. I'm actually gonna take this foam and cut it out and do it under the plate. But where's the here's the PCB, here's the cable. So I need first do steps. Oh no, I need just screw it up somehow. And I have the screw. Oh no, I need to put rubber there in. Okay, this rubber fits come in. It. So. Wobberfeeds. Wobberfeeds, so hier. So this is like 7 here and 4 half, like front half. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Like 6 centimeter. Okay. First one. Second. Wait, and it gets like this. I know how I can do. Fuck. I can just put it like this. So. So. Now I need to screw up it. Where's the screw? The screw actually. Yes. Good. It's gonna fit it. Oh my god. There's a foam in, I think. It is foam. Oh, it's like rubber or something. And just put in the plate. Oops. Ah. Right. What is it? It's white salt. Okay. It's like rubber. This thing it's made of rubber, so I guess I should only put in the plate and that's it. Okay, so I have which side is it? So this one, okay. I'm gonna put it on my bed. This I'm gonna put back to put the PCB back. So here is it. So I fit it in. Now I take this. It looks like this. And I take this. So where's okay. What? They're not magnetic, these things, so it's probably hard to screw it in. Because they're not magnetic. But yeah, it's easy actually. Yeah. Something is shaking. I'm gonna. I think the plate is shaking. Did I get more screws in here? Yeah, I get more screws. Okay, it's good. So I can screw all in. And I have no problem. So let's go. Let's go on it. Like this. No, no, no. I think I need screw in the PCB. Or wait, I need to watch a video, guys. MDK split cause it's shaking.
Sie glauben, Sie können 3D gedruckte Teile zerbrechen? Unsere definitiv nicht.
Oh, yeah, I should just take the PCB. Oh, fuck. I don't know. There's O-Wings? There's O-Wings somewhere? Wait. I see on the video the guy have O-Wings. But where? I don't see it then. Here. Okay, might be he took it somewhere. I think yeah. Wait. Okay, to put one here, so I guess I need to do this here somewhere, but I can't. I think I need to take off the PCB. Actually, I'm doing right. Okay, so I see him. I see it. Now it fits in. Yeah, let's go. Finally. Yeah. Okay, I got. Now I can do it. This. And this. And now I can screw in. No, it's not. Nothing shaking. Okay, it's good. I guess. Now I need to take other thing. Let's go this out. And this I can take here. Now it's going up. So I take the PCB and put it like this. No, like this. Yeah, so I do. So I think I get one scoop. So is it? Yeah, I found it. I forgot it's not magnetic. Oh man. So I put it back like this. This too. So it's nothing shaking. All fine. Oh my god. So I need to take now steps. Steps. Oh no. I should do. It. Ah, I should to put it on here. To. No. Makes no sense. I need my loop. Shit. to loop the switches, because it doesn't know how to loop it. Loop, 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 loop. Where's my loop? Loop. Where's my loop? Okay, fine.
This to both ends and separate out all the pieces.
Honey found a coupon code for $221. We were literally about to check out without Honey. That is a sin.
Tip to save myself the trouble of having to open the stabilizer up again. If you pull the stem of the stabilizer, it exposes that hole in the back, and that's where we'll be sticking the syringe into and injecting lube as needed. You do have to kind of finesse the needle tip in there. I generally like to have it placed anywhere towards the opening or about midway into the stem, and just slowly inject lube as you don't want to overlube. On the other hand, if you feel like your stabilizer is feeling too sluggish, it's probably a sign you overlube. You'll unfortunately have to uninstall the stabilizer and open it back up to wipe off some of the excess lube. Once you've found the sweet spot,
okay, I understand now.
our main goal
I don't want it to cut out then. It's ready. Ah, they already cut it out. Nice. So I should only okay. Wait, Gym Tiki. I'm gonna do anyways this loop process. I think no, why not? I'm gonna loop this down because sort it. It doesn't want to loop the housing. It's making Okay. First is fit in. The rest is sick. We're gonna do this. Oh man. Oh man. Fuck me teeth. Yes. Oh, finally. I should test first if he's working. Oh man, I have no places, but let's just take off this reconnect. Oh that. There's the white USB. It's working. It's working. What keys sta niщо to do? Okay, I think it's working fine, but the switch doesn't fit in because of the steps. I think because the steps are not really. So heartily. Fuck, dude. How to take off the steps. I don't know. Wait, I need. I need to go take it off the switch. So do it here. I'm gonna take off the plate. Oh, no, I can't take it off. Ah. And how? That's the question. Oh, oh man. Ah, I think I know. I think I need to screw in this thing. This worked perfectly. Yeah, I need to screw in the steps. It's just the small. Yeah, the small. Okay, next one. Uh-huh. two. First I got. Two more. I need two more. So first I need to put all back. Look. Finally. Ooh. Yeah. Whew. So I need to loop again steps. Mm. So. Yes. So push, dude. Fucking push it. Oh my god, dig it. Oh, family. Oh, come on, yeah. I got it. Oh my god. Oh, finally it's in. Don't forget. This cruise. Привет, Масяна, привет. Здорово, как дела у тебя? Да, я работаю. Я тут клавиатуру свою собираю кастомную. И вот, типа, почти все сделано. Собираю, типа, клавиатуру обратно. И... Ну, а зрители, да, типа, я же давно не стримил, типа. Ну, я вообще редко стримлю. Потому что мой, типа, компьютер не такой хороший, вот. А вот это постримил, типа, у меня новая вебка есть, типа, купил недавно. Razer Kaio, вот, который сейчас снимаю, типа, тут есть автофокус, и вроде бы нормально. У меня дела хорошо, потому что, типа, вот эта клавка, которую я сейчас делаю, это, типа, мой подарок на день рождения. Оно очень дорогое, стоит 150 евро, если 150 евро, это что-то 20 тысяч рублей, можно так сказать. Вот эта штука только. И сейчас я его до конца собираю. И потом сделаю тайпинг-тест. Покажу там бабушке, дедушке. И маме тоже. Чтобы вот, смотрите, я такую клаву собрал классную. И вот. Все, вроде бы. Ну, вроде бы это все. Осталось только свечи ставить к нем и все. Выставлять уже. Ага, спасибо. Я знаю, что мне повезло. Так, надо только его ставить аккуратно, чтобы ничего не сломать, потому что типа клавиатура так будет дорогое. И мне звук что-то не нравится, когда я оставляю эти свечи, если честно. Скорее всего, из-за того, что типа металл, типа я сюда оставляю. Ой. Даже сейчас можно еще не прогнуть. Все. Типа, если хочешь, можешь посмотреть, типа, там, что-то написать. Что-то там, не знаю, я могу с тобой пообщаться. Или, может, в конце хочу показать, типа, громко как будто ломается. Да-да-да, я, типа, говорю, что, типа, типа, когда ты вставляешь вот эти свечи, как будто вот металл вот ломается, вот смотри, слушай просто. О. Не, типа, не ломается, просто когда вставляешь, типа, шум приходит, а там еще что-то хрустит, типа, хрустит так, как будто я что-то ломаю. Типа, мне вот это не нравится. А так, все нормально, типа. Вот, возьму лучше сразу всех, чтобы, типа, полную руку, чтобы можно было побыстрее ставить. Вот. Блин. Тогда еще смотрит аккуратно, что, типа, вот из пинс, сейчас покажу, типа, вот эти штуки. Не знаю, сейчас. Надо просто руку сделать как-то. И, блин, сейчас я фокусировался бы. Вот так может? Нет. Ну же, фокусируйся. Он не хочет камеру тоже, может так? Так, вот так. Вот так, может. Да тут идет довольно большая, сложно будет говорить, но попробую. Задержка, да. Надо потом поставить, ну типа я не думаю, что типа что-то типа плохо, что задержка у меня такая. Ну типа я не хотел показать, что этот можно. Там есть вот эти две штуки, не знаю, видно их или нет. Ну, типа, немножко видно. Надо смотреть, чтобы они сюда ставишь, а то поставишь неправильно. Может быть такое, что типа сломаешь и все. И пролетали, типа, этот 150 евро. Я думаю, мне уже можно вот этот закрыть. Вот так все. Банку тоже можно закрыть. И вот так баночку сделать. Оп-оп. Ложим обратно вот сюда. Сюда тоже. И вот сюда тоже. Так. Идем дальше. Короче, вот в конце я вот покажу, как оно, как классно будет выглядеть и что тайпинг тест сделал. Нет, только чувство было, что оно прогнутое. Она, да, немножко прогнутая, но я лучше не возьму нормально. Которая не прогнутая, а то прогнулся уже. Он уже до того попытался сделать, но меньше. Она пополам должна быть. Что? Да, типа, смотри, она пополам может быть. Потому что, типа, и эргономика, чтобы можно было вот так печатать, типа, так удобнее. Я специально взял, потому что мне интересно, как оно работает. И думаю, вот тебе нормально. Типа, она чуть-чуть побольше, чем моя. Хотя нет, она одинаково, чем как моя клава вот это. Вот она. Я вот эта панда, которая на кабеле, я его возьму, поставлю на этот кабель, чтобы можно было, ну типа поставить себе обратно тоже на эту клаву, чтобы прикольно было бы выглядело. Так, вставляю. Так, все. Вставляю. Да, тут еще пробел был, типа, вот такой длинный, чтобы можно было сделать вот так. Но я думал, типа, не хочу. Хочу попробовать так. Может, так поинтереснее будет работать. Не знаю, будет ли оно удобно или нет. Посмотрим сейчас. Ну, я уже почти половину сделал. Может... Так это прогнутно нет? На стабилизатор сразу поставить. Все. Блин, я вот что вспомнил. Типа ты мне написал или написала, а я не помню, кто ты, типа, если честно. Если типа сможешь, напомни мне, кто ты. А то типа Масьяна, типа знакомое имя. Не знаю, либо в Дискорде или в Инстаграме, что-то такое. Я типа находил. Типа имя можешь сказать? Я здесь куда-то погнулся, посмотрим потом, что будет работать. Ага, я Масьяна друг псинки. Вспомнил. Вспомнил. Все. Блин, мне что-то это не вставляется. Ну ладно, фиг с ним. Вставился. Блин, я хотел вот сайты кикапа. Я же потом на стриме могу показать, когда сделаю. Типа они тоже красные и типа с русскими, только русскими типа словами, буквами. Они стоят типа дорого, но они пипец как классно выглядят. Они, типа тоже красные. Типа это для Советский Союз, типа что такое. Специально сделали. Но не стоит там 130, это сколько в евро? Нет, в рублях. Ну, типа 17 тысяч, можно так сказать, что-то такое. Не стоит. Но я уже почти все сделал. Блин, вставляйся. Все, вставился. Подсветка есть? Да. Подсветка есть. Все, я все ставил, надо теперь протестить клаву. Типа, все клавиши работают или нет. Вот типа вот подсветка снизу. Но она только снизу, походу. А то нахуй я ничего не вижу. Типа сбоку, можно так сказать. Ну типа мне не так сильно нужна типа она. Сейчас посмотрим. Возьмем сайт. Так. Только я вначале Space нажал. Так. О, эта клавиша не работает. Блин. Это, походу, то, куда погнуто. Это тоже не работает. Блин. Сейчас обидно будет, если... Delete. Вот это и... Нет, вот это и... Это не работает. Это две надо. Сейчас попробовать. Где за ней будет работать. Так, вот это. Все, теперь смотрим. Надо поставить эти. Блин, а где шипсы? Вот они. Так. Смотрим. Да, работает. Так. Ставим. Вот такую. Работает. Теперь вот это выбираем. Видишь, что она работает тоже. Так, смотрим. Блин, не верю, Жека. Что? Она не работает? Реально, что ли? Она не будет работать. Подожди-ка. Нет, ну запрет какой-то. Что она не работает. Нет, не может быть такое. Живи. Ну же, она не работает. Блин. Это свечу. Сработало как-то. Нет, давай, живи. Пожалуйста. А.
Sweathosen sind fragil, heiß und schweißtreibend.
So, yeah, I can't help myself. I on inside the substrate. To explain
Electricity from flowing.
so what I'm pointing out right there, that's the diode, and so after doing that soldering, you also want to put epoxy on. See, just even with just that tip.
Hey, I wanted to. I'm putting a multimeter on. I can see that the left-hand side of each socket is connected to the other ones in the rows. The right-hand side of each socket is connected to a diode, so you can see here it's only beeping when I'm touching one side of the diode. That's normal behavior of a diode, but the right-hand gel here, just because whenever you push a just apart gel, you solder to the diode up right above it. I'm using some Gorilla Glue gel here, just a meter handy, so while you're soldering things you can actually check the connections and make sure that you did everything correctly. I'm not going to show how I soldered things. I feel like everyone can find a soldering tutorial video pretty easily, but once I figured out that it's working okay and I've tested it with a multimeter, I'm just going to put some epoxy on the connection.
You want to be an IT pro, so you must have all of these tools.
Mm-hmm. That was spoken.
Hello, my name is Martin, and today I'm going to show you how I made my keyboard PCB hot swappable. Hot swappable as in you can replace your switches and your LEDs while the keyboard is running without having to desolder anything. That means different layouts, different switches, plates, LEDs. You can just replace them whenever you like, which is really great for testing out new things. Alright, so here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a soldering iron. Ironically not for soldering, but we'll get into that. You need a Cherry MX PCB, of course. And then you need those little tiny hole-tight sockets, which I'm going to talk about in a second. If you want to install LEDs, you need a pair of pliers, and then you also need a pair of tweezers for installations, and this is really critical. Alright, let's take a look at the sockets. They're made by TE, and they're available in two versions actually, the lead version and the gold version. I have the lead version because I'm cheap, but that shouldn't stop you, of course. They're available under the names are listed here, or the internal names basically for the LEDs, but I'll link those at the bottom so you can just check that out there. Let's look at a schematic for a second. So they're made up by three parts. The top where the component goes in, the ring which holds it tight in your PCB, and the fingers which take hold of the component, as you can see in this picture. Alright, let's see how I install them on my board. So you take a pair of tweezers, pick the sockets up and put them into the slots for the switches, just one by one. Then you take the soldering iron and you use a circular motion with some force applied to gently push them into the PCB. If you were to go by TE's book, you would install them using a special tool, but I don't have that and I don't intend to get it just for that reason. I just use a method explained to me by Geekhack member E3, and that's basically using a soldering iron. There are other people I've seen on
Oh my god!
who press them in just as is.
Oh my god. Ich hab geschafft. Ja! Ja! Oh my god. 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 Ich hab geschafft. Oh my god. I got it, guys. I got it. I got it. I got it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. I got it. Oh, Digga. Oh my god. That's a fucking shit. Stabilizer. Oh my god. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, yes, I need to take off the switches. for me.
Stellen Sie sich vor, die Automatisierung der Fertigung wäre einfach. Wir stellen vor, Vention, eine Plattform zum Entwerfen.
Hey guys, welcome back. So, if you've ever tried to build a keyboard before, chances are your stabilizers may have sounded like this. This is known as stabilizer rattle, and it can be extremely annoying to get rid of. Sometimes, no matter how much lube you put in, or how balanced your wires are, or how many tutorials you end up following, your stabilizers will still have this annoying rattle and ticking noise every time you press on it. I've experienced this firsthand, and I've sometimes spent literal hours or days just working on stabilizers, so trust me when I say that I can totally relate. So today, we're going to be taking a look at the Holy mod. If you're not familiar, it's an extremely effective DIY mod for your stabilizers that almost always removes all rattle while maintaining a very smooth sound and feel if done right. I use the Holy mod for all of my stabilizers and keyboards, and it has saved me hours of pain. It's just really, really good. Alright, so before we get started, you're going to need these items. Krytox 205G0, 2 brushes, a tweezer, a plastic cutter, sharp scissors, and most importantly, fabric band-aids. They need to have a bit of thickness, but not be too thick so that it blocks the entire stabilizer stem, and try to avoid getting the plastic band-aids that are waterproof, as they are too thin and provide no actual cushioning for the Holy mod. There are 2 types of stabilizers. We have plate-mounted stabilizers and PCB-mounted stabilizers. The Holy mod is not exclusive to either type of stabilizer, so you can follow along regardless of which one you have. My personal favorite stabilizers are Zeal PC and Durock V2 stabs. They are the most consistent and smooth stabilizers I've ever used, so I highly recommend them. I'll put the links down to them in the description below. Your stabilizers will have 3 main components. You have the stabilizer wires, the stabilizer housings, and the stabilizer stems. The first thing you want to do is make sure that all of these components are dry. If the stabilizers come pre-lubed, you definitely want to remove any factory lube before continuing. The method I personally use requires hand soap, a bowl, an old toothbrush, and a clean, dry brush. I like to dunk my stabilizer stems and housings into the bowl, wash it with soap, and use a toothbrush to clean the insides. Then I use some water to flush out any excess, and that usually works really well for me. If it's really bad, I like to get a clean, dry brush to just push out any excess lube, and to dry them, you can either leave them to air dry or shake them inside some tissue. So next up, depending on the stabilizer, you may have to clip them. Unclipped stabilizer stems will look like this. They have these 2 extra legs on the bottom, which will make the stabilizers feel a little mushy, which is not what you want. So get your plastic clippers or scissors and cut off the 2 extra legs. You want to make sure that you cut off the entire leg so that the bottom of the stabilizer is completely flat. Try to avoid having any uneven plastic on the bottom of your stabilizers for a cleaner sound and feel. So once your stabilizers are dry and are clipped, we can now move on to the Holy mod. The main objective of the Holy mod is to place a band-aid into the stabilizer stem to cushion the stabilizer wire and reduce rattle. So to get started, get your fabric band-aid and peel off one side. That way you can still hold on to the other end without it sticking to your hands. You then want to cut off a small piece of band-aid that is roughly the size of the hole of the stabilizer stem. Try to avoid cutting a piece that's too big, as it'll make the stabilizer feel mushy and heavy, and try to avoid cutting a piece that's too small, as it can reduce the overall effectiveness of the Holy mod. So once you've cut the band-aid to an appropriate size, stick the band-aid onto your tweezer and slide it into the stabilizer stem like this. You want to slide your tweezer in through the side where there is 1 angled hole and not the end with 2 holes. After that, you want to feeling line up, because if try your best not to force the wire. Knowing which way to put it back in, the side of the stem with 2 holes should line up with the entrance of the stabilizer housing. It is always a really good practice to make sure that the stabilizer stem and housing line up of the stabilizer housing. Put it back in, the side of the stem with 2 holes should line up with the entrance of the stabilizer housing. It is always a really good practice to make sure that the stabilizer stem and housing line up, because because if they don't, the stabilizer will straight up not work and you're gonna have to take it apart and flip the stem around. It's just a huge waste of time and you should just always double check. Alright, so next up we have the stabilizer wires. I like to apply a generous amount of lube onto the wires until you can just see the wire underneath the lube. You want to try your best to get it as even as possible and also make sure that you lube the area where the wire clips onto the stabilizer housing. You then want to insert the lubed part of the wire into the stabilizer housing, and this can be a little bit annoying as the fabric band-aid will block the entrance slightly. Try your best not to force the wire in and gently rotate and push it in until the wire slides in easily. Once the wire enters the stabilizer stem, push down until it clicks into place. You should hear an audible click once it goes in, and then repeat this for the other side of the wire. Unfortunately, there is no exact amount of lube to use with each stabilizer. It really is just sort of a trial and error thing, and it comes with experience. As you continue to lube and mod more stabilizers, you'll get a better feel for how much lube you should be using and how much you shouldn't be using, and it just comes with practice. Alright, so once you've reassembled all of your stabilizers, we can now begin testing them. Mount your stabilizers into your PCB or plate and start pressing gently on each side. Try to apply very minimal amounts of force and you're just tapping it gently. The only sounds you should be able to hear are the sounds of the keycap moving or a very light tapping noise. After that, try to press the switches down like you normally would and go side to side and press down on the edges of the keycap. This should give you a good idea of how they will sound and feel when you're actually using it. If you can still hear a bit of rattle, the first thing I want you to try and do is putting some lube into the back of your stabilizer. If that doesn't fix it, then it's usually to do with the band-aid or the wire itself. I recommend double checking that your band-aid covers the entire surface of the stem and is not sticking out on either side. I also recommend learning more about wire balancing, and I'll link some guides down in the description below. Keep in mind that you will feel a bit of resistance from the Holy Mod, and it is completely normal as long as it doesn't make it really hard to press down or if it feels like there's a bump like a tactile switch. It should just feel slightly more resistant. With the Holy Mod, it's actually really important that you break them in to make them feel a lot smoother. It doesn't take a long time either. I recommend just wearing them down through everyday use or just by spamming the stabilizers for a good 5 to 10 minutes. But the more you use your stabilizers, the smoother they will sound and feel. Modding your stabilizers is, in my opinion, the most important mod you can do with any of your keyboards. The quality of your keyboard is directly related to the quality of your stabilizers. No matter how expensive your case is or how good your switches are or how beautiful your keycaps are, if your stabilizers are bad, the quality of your keyboard goes down by a lot. So I highly recommend that you spend a lot of time making sure that your stabilizers sound and feel as good as you possibly can, and I hope that the Holy Mod could help make that process a lot easier. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to comment down below or join my Discord server, discord.gg/HumanGenio, and follow me on Twitter and Instagram @HumanGenio. You can also join my channel to become a member so you get badges, cool perks, as well as exclusive channels on my Discord server if you link your YouTube account to your Discord account. I know, it's a lot. So as always, thank you for watching and happy lubing.
Hi. This video is a collaboration between HumanGenio, me, and Glarsus. A keyboard build challenge where we only have $200 in the budget and we have to build a nice custom keyboard. And this video is my take on the keyboard challenge. Also, do check out HumanGenio and Glarsus for their perspective on the challenge. But since this is my channel, we're gonna do it the Squashy Boy way. Now the rules. To sum up the rules, we have $200 American to build whatever keyboard we want, and that excludes shipping. We're not allowed to use our influence to get any better prices than what we normally would. And number 3, tools used such as lube are not considered in the budget. And yeah, those are the rules.
I thought it could be fun if we could build 3 custom keyboards under $200 and have a little competition to see who builds the best one.
Any last words before we commence the keyboard build of the century?
No, best of luck. Best of luck.
Go, 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 go! I started with the hardest part of the challenge, buying and budgeting. I browsed online and searched for about 2 to 3 minutes. I got all my keyboard parts and also searched for my switches. There were a lot of switches to choose from, so I chose the best ones. And yeah, waited for the stuff to arrive. So here are the parts that came. My PCB, we had the brass plate. I got some Everglide stabilizers from online. It was kinda sketchy, not gonna lie. We got Gateron yellows as our switches. And we got the best part of the build. A GMK Red Samurai. Yes, this is original GMK. And it also took up half the budget. So you may be wondering, where is the case? And looking at the budget, do you really think we could fit a case into the $3 we have left? No, I don't think so. But I did just get this new table, and that also brings me on to this next. I found this table on Craigslist for free, so I went down and got it. This is straight up a solid wooden table, and if you haven't noticed, I've really been into wooden cases. And at the bottom of this wooden table, there was this removable wooden piece. And it was also the perfect thickness to make a case, so I was thinking, why not just make my own case? So now we're done with the case. It actually turned out pretty nice and I was pretty happy with the finish. So to start the assembly, we start off with the PCB. I then proceed to loop the steps so that I can fit it onto the brass plate. Next we attach on the switches. So I know how much you guys like Rain ASMR, so we're gonna have Rain ASMR. Now solder the switches. After I finished soldering the switches, I then proceeded to assemble the keyboard. The plate couldn't fit. And then you put on the nice GMK Red Samurai keycaps. These are probably the most affordable GMK set because you can still get them off drop and there's no group buy needed. And of course, you know, I'm gonna link them in the description.
I hope no it's working.
So yeah, that's the keyboard done, and I think it looks really... What the hell is that? The shift is not the correct size. Shit.
Okay, gentlemen, the day has come, the deadline is deaded, and now it is time to show off your $200 mechanical keyboard. Who wants to go first?
Alright.
Right, okay. Okay, it's gone transparent.
Oh, shit!
Okay, so my boys at Banggood hooked me up with the GK61 series RGB USB Bluetooth 2 mode. It's the GK. So that was $120 US, and it comes with RGB for all the 9-year-olds out there. So the keycaps are the 9009 keycaps from PVT blank keycaps from Kinect Labs, which are $45 US. Gateron cap yellow switches. The total price came to $198 US, basically, like just barely.
Alright, we're gonna be hearing Hamamini's sound test in 3, 2, 1.
Right, that's enough of that.
Alright.
Pause. Squashy, do you want to do the honors and go next?
So, I already see the weirdest combination of scuffed and premium.
Okay.
A GMK Red Samurai original, not fake, brass plate, $30. It's pretty nice. Don't mind this.
Oh
What? What is that? Holy.
The original shift couldn't fit inside, so I had to spray paint a backspace from my N Pro.
How much did the AM Pro cost though, huh? Technically, if you bought an AM Pro, that means you paid the price for an AM Pro to then put on there. So you can either add £45 or however much it costs and be disqualified, or you can take the keycap off.
Gateron yellows below. Pretty nice. Pretty looped with Krytox. This is not mounted, by the way. But wooden case that I made.
Wait, you made that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So let me send the sound test. It comes with a video.
That sounds good. Oh my god. Yo, okay, my Gateron cat switches are doo-doo.
Like, the case looks like like, it's
that sounds
so
good.
Oh look, this is the thing, right? Like, you might actually win this. Right, so that just leaves me, doesn't it?
We got our final contender, Larsus.
This is what I feel.
What is that?
Bro,
right, this is a story.
Whoa, do you just get that from like some scrapyard like old keyboard? Surely. That looks like old keycaps.
Right. This is the Revo 75 hot swap 5-pin south-facing, per key RGB, all aluminium top housing, and I'm actually using it plateless. Really, you shouldn't do plateless hot swap. I woke up feeling dangerous, so I did it anyways. Yeah, you're probably wondering about the keycaps. So, these keycaps came from a very, very, very disgusting and old Cherry G80 1800. So, given that GMK bought the tooling for Cherry's keycaps, these are basically GMK beige keycaps. It kind of works, except from the part where there were keycaps missing in the middle. And I also realized right at the end, it uses a stepped caps lock, and this uses a regular one. You know, you don't need to press caps lock anyways, so who's really losing out here?
3, 2, 1, go. Eh?
Alright guys, so we're gonna get Twitter to decide who actually wins the keyboard challenge. Because right now we are in a dilemma where all keyboards sound good. Alright, and we'll get back to you guys when we get the Twitter results.
Alright, gentlemen, the poll has been up for a total of 19 hours. I think that is plenty long enough to see what the audience thought of our keyboard. Third and second place had roughly the same amount of votes, coming in with 17% and 18% of all the votes, and with a landslide victory coming in first place. Gentlemen, hold up your boards. Coming in first place with 64% of all the votes is...
For about 2 to 3 minutes. I got all my keyboard parts and also searched for my switches. There were a lot of switches to choose from, so I chose the best ones. And yeah, waited for the stuff to arrive. So here are the parts that came. My PCB, we had the brass plate. I got some Everglide stabilizers from online. It was kind of sketchy, not gonna lie. We got Gateron yellows as our switches. And we got the best part of the build. A GMK Red Samurai. Yes, is original GMK. And it also took up half the budget. So you may be wondering, where is the case? And looking at the budget, do you really think we could fit a case into the $3 we have left? No, I don't think so. But I did just get this new table, and that also brings me on to this next part. I found this table on Craigslist for free, so I went down and got it. This is straight up a solid wooden table, and if you haven't noticed, I've really been into wooden cases. And at the bottom of this wooden table, there was this removable wooden piece. And it was also the perfect thickness to make a case, so I was thinking, why not just make my own case? So now we're done with the case. It actually turned out pretty nice, and I was pretty happy with the finish. So to start the assembly, we start off with the PCB. I then proceed to loop the steps so that I can fit it onto the brass plate. Next, we attach on the switches. So I know how much you guys like Rain ASMR, so we're gonna have Rain ASMR. Now solder the switches. After I finished soldering the switches, I then proceeded to assemble the keyboard. The plate couldn't fit. And then you put on the nice GMK Red Samurai keycaps. These are probably the most affordable GMK set because you can still get them off drop and there's no group buy needed. And of course, you know, I'm gonna link them in the description. So yeah, that's the keyboard done, and I think it looks really... What the hell is that? The shift is not the correct size. Shit.
Okay, gentlemen, the day has come, the deadline is deaded, and now it is time to show off your $200 mechanical keyboard. Who wants to go first?
Alright.
Right, okay, it's gone transparent.
Oh, shit!
Okay, so my boys at Banggood hooked me up with the GK61 series RGB USB Bluetooth 2 mode. It's the GK. So that was $120 US, and it comes with RGB for all the 9-year-olds out there. So the keycaps are the 9009 keycaps from PVT blank keycaps from Kinect Labs, which are $45 US.
Sie glauben, Sie können 3D-gedruckte Teile zerbrechen? Unsere definitiv.
Digga. Soll das so sein? Das ist linke Shift. Okay, linker Shift ist das. Der linke Shift. Was ist das denn? Dann ist so groß. Right, okay, right. Oh, das ist Kontra. Das muss jetzt auch nicht. Ja, du willst diesen Kontra. Voilà, ouais.